A few days ago, I released a video about a song by Dimash, Your Love, and a few people asked me to do a reaction of Dimash Ave Maria song. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play the video and I'm going to be commenting some aspects of Dimash and the way he works with his voice and his body that you might not have noticed and that are very important as a vocalist and as a singer. That way you can learn from Dimash as well. Okay, here is the first thing I want to show you. It's about coherence. In a singer, coherence means that what you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you are saying, and the way you are moving are aligned. This is a rare trait to find in singers. It makes a singer very, very powerful. At a subconscious level, that makes a singer credible. I think that is one of the reasons why Dimash is so powerful and why so many people connect to what he's saying. Of course, we're not necessarily conscious of that. That all happens at a subconscious level. But you can see it in him. If you see pretty much any video of Dimash, you're gonna see that the micro expressions of his face, what he's saying with his voice, and the movements that he does with his body, it happens kind of at the same time. And that's how you know that someone is actually being genuine. At a subconscious level, if someone says something and then they move, you don't quite believe them. For example, if I said, I bought 2 tickets for a concert, you're gonna perceive it as weird. But if I say I got 2 tickets at the same time, it's more credible. It's one of the things that I've been observing about him that has impressed me so much. So a very coherent singer. If you enjoy watching content like this, please subscribe because I'm gonna keep on posting reaction and analysis videos like this. When we talk about Dimash, a lot is said about the incredible range that he has. Yes, he has an amazing vocal range. He can sing super, super high notes. I'm not sure what he thinks of this, but I don't think that that's actually what makes him great. The importance of that is the tools that gives him for his vocal expression. It doesn't seem to me like he sings high notes for the sake of it. Every high note is there for a reason and adds to his performance at an emotional and connection level. It's still very impressive that a singer can have so many tools available. And this doesn't come without practice. I've seen around some people asking if he's a trained singer or if he was naturally like that. You can't sing like him without training. There is no way. For what I know, he actually started taking professional vocal lessons when he was 5. I do think that he's very talented, but I think we should really appreciate the fact that he has worked and trained so much since he was a little kid. The way he's approaching the high notes in this video is he is using a lot of head voice resonance. To get the sound that he's getting here, you need a strong head voice training. Now, singing at the level that he's singing is not possible without a strong development of the internal muscles of the larynx. There are internal muscles in the larynx and you have the external muscles of the larynx. So in a trained singer, what they do is they train the internal muscles of the larynx to produce the pitch in a differentiated way. In a singer that vocal technique is not too strong, you're gonna see them overusing the external muscles of the larynx, and that usually leads to vocal trouble, and also it really limits your vocal capabilities. So one of the ways that you can see that he's actually using the internal muscles of the larynx is first because he can do all those vocal acrobatics that only happen when you have strong flexibility of those internal muscles. In other videos, I'm going to explain more about what that means, but for now, just mentioning that, and you can see that he does that because you can't see strain here. One of the characteristics of a singer when they are able to use the internal muscles in a highly differentiated way is that, well, you don't see anything popping out here like this. That doesn't happen. So if you see him, it's all It's like all the magic happens inside. Another thing that you can see, the flexibility of the spine. Now, when a singer is overusing the muscles to produce the sound, which indicates a poor technique, usually the spine is held. Now in Dimash you can see that he moves around quite a bit, and that is one indication that he is using a very good technique. Now I wanted to show you one more thing. Okay, this is one of the things that indicates that a singer has good technique. It has to be with the way they use the hands. If you see the fingers, what he's doing, he's moving the hands in a very differentiated way. Now, in the body, we have big muscles and we have small muscles, such as here and such as the muscles that control your pitch and your voice. When you're using a highly differentiated system, I'm gonna talk about that more in future videos, but for now, just know differentiated, good for singing. So small muscles are capable of doing very differentiated movements, and when we work from big muscles, the movements are not too differentiated. Now we need both. We need both for survival and for whatever we want to do, but when we are singing, we are trying to find a differentiated system. And when you see he's using his hands like that, you can see that he is using a differentiated system. And that really talks about how good his technique is. Dimash is loved by a lot of people, and that is great. I just wanted to put some words to how good he is, because seriously what he does is it's very rare. It really talks about a profound devotion for the art of singing, and also, more importantly, and something that makes him great to my eyes, is that it shows you how professional he is, how much he actually cares about his instrument. It's very refreshing for me to see a singer that really takes it so seriously, not only at a performance level, but also at a technical level. And that makes him so coherent and so great. Definitely deserves his good name. Just one more thing I would like to say about Dimash, and is one of the things that makes him so great and that I am grateful for him, is that he sort of builds a bridge between contemporary and classical. A lot of people kind of fight for contemporary is better, classical is better. And at the end of the day, like, I don't think there is a reason to fight between styles. I really love the way that he takes the tools that he has and puts them at the service of his art. I think that makes his art so profound, so unique, and so genuine. There is no need to fight between contemporary and classical, and there is also no need to marry one of them. Sometimes the music needs both. We put labels on them to identify them, but in his case, it's great the flexibility that he has to use the right tool at the right time. It's also beautiful for me to see that so many people that listen mostly to contemporary music, such as myself, are in love with this piece, for example, that wouldn't be considered so contemporary. And in fact, it doesn't have any words. It's all about the sound. It's all about the music. All right, so that's my video of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. And if you would like some other reaction videos and analysis videos, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to do it for you.